All right, welcome to and thank you to come to this event. Thank you for participating.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. So I'm just gonna have some questions for about basically about like how is it like to be an athlete and how do you remain fit during the COVID hours? So just a quick question, cause it is COVID. So like, how do you guys practice and how do you guys remain fit during COVID?
So we're actually really lucky because we practice outside. Um, Recently, there's been amazing weather, which has been awesome, but pretty much practice every day except the weekends. No contact, of course, which has been definitely difficult, but I think as a team, we've been able to overcome that. It's been especially hard for our freshman girls, but again, they've shown a lot of improvement. Yeah, so we're just playing non-contact, kind of passing drills, kind of getting our techers better. So yeah, we're just kind of developing another side of our game that we maybe haven't before.
So mostly like conditioning and basically some basic techniques like passing, shooting. Well, I don't know what to call that shooting, but yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, we are for
Yeah,
sure.
okay. Well, I forgot to ask, but can you introduce yourself a bit?
Okay, yeah, of course. Yeah, so my name is Gabrielle. I'm on the women's soccer team here at SFU, and it is currently my third year as well as an athlete and
Mhm.
student.
And what position do you play?
I play right back and also winger.
Ooh, how did you get into the sport?
I started competitively towards like seventh to eighth grade when I lived back in Calgary, and I just kind of fell in love with the sport. I moved to Texas when I was in high school, so that was an awesome opportunity. I got to play with some really high level girls.
Wow.
Yeah.
How was it like transitioning from Texas to here?
Honestly, it really helped me because I felt like I was very fit. It was very humid and hot 24/7, 365
Oh,
days of the year. But definitely love the weather here a lot better. But yeah, I love the girls here. They've always been really welcoming.
that's awesome. Do you have any personal goal in terms of in terms of like athletic achievements?
I think personally for me, I've always tried to strive to balance my academics and my soccer life. So just keeping my grades up is kind of the most important thing to me, as well as performing in soccer. But just kind of team goals is to get back to where we were 2 years ago, getting qualified for the GNAC tournament.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Another thing I was gonna ask like a bit later, but it's like, how do you balance like your academic and your sport? Because obviously I've talked to like other athletes and they're like, it's very tiring because you guys have practice in the morning. No, not practice in the morning. You guys go to gym or like exercise in the morning, and they have class, and they have to find some space to eat, which most of you guys kind of just scramble through, and then you have practice for a long hours, and then you go back. You feel like you're dying because you have all these exercises that you already done and classes, but you still have to do studying. You study and then you sleep, and then it's very tiring. How do you cope with it?
Yeah, definitely. I think that if you're a student athlete, you definitely need to love the grind and need to love the grind every day. But I don't know, what helps me is kind of keep a space for studying in my apartment and a space for like my leisure things. So that kind of really helps me just to compartmentalize everything and
Mhm.
also just kind of lean on all the girls that are next to me. Like the girls on my team are amazing. We kind of just uplift each other. We've all kind of taken the same classes. We can help each other. We also have learning coaches on our team that can give us resources to what we need, like tutors or drop in chem and math sessions, things like that. So I think just giving yourselves kind of resources and kind of support on each other.
So I would say SFU give you guys pretty good support in terms of like remaining a decent academic standing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
definitely. We definitely support our academics as well. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, they really do.
that's nice. And just a pretty broad question: how do you guys remain fit?
Every Tuesday or Monday, I believe, we have kind of 5 minute fitness. Just kind of grueling fitness that we do on the field, but gets us better. And also every Thursday, We do individual runs. So that just gives us kind of a different fitness than in-game fitness, because in-game fitness is kind of different than just running fitness. So we just kind of have that balance between both. So that's kind of how we stay fit. Yeah.
Wow, that's a lot of running.
Yeah.
And a question for beginners. If a beginner want to start, doing soccer or like getting good at it, like what's some good step they can do?
I would definitely, it's kind of boring. Not everybody loves it, but if you would like to get better, like running would definitely help. If you can run for 90 minutes, you can pretty much play the game. So if you just work hard and also, honestly, if you kind of shake your nerves off and just love the game, I feel like just because we've been in a COVID year, I've definitely even loved the game even more just because there isn't any like nervousness or stress. Just made me realize how much I do enjoy soccer. Not that I didn't before, but
So like the stress part from the game is out. Is that what you meant? For in terms
yeah,
of like,
yeah, from the game itself. Yeah. So if you can just you just learn to enjoy the game. Like I'm thinking of playing until I can't anymore. Just maybe
ah,
in some leagues and some clubs, but just playing the game, just loving it.
that's
Um,
that's awesome.
yeah.
And uh, let me see. How to prevent burnout? This is a question I wrote down. It's like, like I said, like the academic and all that. Like after, people after 1 or 2 years, you're in your third year, maybe after 3 years, I would say, of like mixing it both, where you have to do so much in 3 years, and then getting into the fourth year, maybe it's like when you start to like think about maybe after university, you have to think about like oh, when I get into finding jobs, or like when I what do you call it, when other things start happening, because like you're getting older, like how do you prevent yourself from like burning out from the sport and from like academic, like both pressures, like how do you do that?
From burnout, let me think here.
Yeah, no problem, take your time.
Yeah. Um, I think honestly, we've had great role models and leadership on our team from our previous seniors, and every single one of them have told us like it is hard, it's the grind, it's really hard like these years, but you will miss it. You're gonna miss having those runs every morning. And just thinking right now, because I have possibly 1 year left, not really quite sure about what the season's going to bring, but it
Mhm.
does definitely make me sad if I won't have my senior season. So I think just kind of working hard for the girls that are on the team now and the girls that have put all these hours on our team beforehand, all the graduated seniors, kind of just want to work for them. You want to kind of make them proud and make yourself proud as well.
So basically using your team structure as like a support, basically,
Yeah,
you have to work for yourself and also kind of work for them, so
yeah,
you have the pressure to keep going, eh?
yeah, just uphold the legacy that we've been really, really like proud to just continue. So just continuing that legacy.
That's awesome. I feel like all sports team, like they always have like the a legacy or like a pride in them for the sport and for like all the seniors, like the people before them, especially for like school, I believe, because you guys, like it's like organization to have new people every year and all that.
Yeah, definitely. And I think it's also really interesting how everyone in other sports, we all kind of look at each other like, oh my gosh, I can't believe you do that every day. And I'm like, oh, I can't believe you do that every day. Like just between sports. Like
Oh yeah. Do you know anyone that does like cross sports, like say do like two varsity sports?
I do. Well, I mean, there's cross country and track and field, which is basically like
Oh yeah.
three. You have track and field, or you have cross country, then you have indoor, and then you have outdoor. So basically, they don't have a break. Like they're incredible. The track and field and just the running teams in general, like they put the grind in. You can definitely see that.
Wow. I feel like everyone admires each other in athletic, eh? Well, I
Yeah.
think you guys work pretty hard. But I think a lot of people see you guys be, oh, they're just athletes. But I feel like people don't know how hard you guys have it.
Yeah.
So on top of that, so are you able to give us a run through about your like how your day would start and how it would end, maybe uh on a day with a practice with some class?
Do you, yeah, with like in-person class or like COVID era or no COVID era?
let's give it a COVID era one.
Over there. Okay, perfect. Yeah. So basically wake up. I kind of just wake up with the sun. So just 9 a.m. ish. And then kind of do some schoolwork, watch my lectures, and then get ready, eat. And then 1 p.m. have to go to soccer. And then we go to the field and then finish at 3:30, come back home, shower, eat, and then do homework for the rest of the night. That's pretty
Wow,
much a school day. Yeah.
like Monday to Friday, all packed, eh?
Yeah.
Um, do you keep a strict diet? Just for like the people who want to know for athletes, like do you guys keep strict diet and strict like workout routine for your whole 4 years?
I think there's like a misconception with kind of diets and food within like the athlete community. I think first and
Yes.
foremost, you have to enjoy what you're eating and just get those macronutrients and micronutrients in. So yeah, just kind of I love cooking myself. So I think just cooking yourself really helps. I know a lot of the girls who are on campus and who've moved from res to apartments really enjoy cooking themselves.
Mhm.
So I would just recommend just making the food yourself. I think that's a part of the process as well to know exactly what's going into your food.
Awesome. I feel like if you make it yourself, sometimes even if it tastes bad, you kind of tell yourself it tastes awesome because you
Yeah,
made
you're
it.
proud of yourself. Yeah.
You gotta be proud of yourself, eh?
Okay.
Yeah. Well, I think that's all the question I have for you. And thank you very much for joining. And I hope we can work again maybe in the future.
Yeah, of course. Thank you so much for the interview.
Oh, no problem. Thank you.
All right.
Have a nice day.
Thank you too. Bye.
Bye.